Oh, all right.
Oh,
Oh, so you first.
oh, hello there. Welcome back. We've got Final Fantasy X for our next run on Slurpathon, which is raising money towards Extra Life for the Alberta Children's Hospital. So I will be here to hang out and chill. And let's start off with an amazing joke to start off this run with our amazing runner Vermilion. So, what is Spira's most famous soft drink? It is Unifresca. If you really, really want me to say more puns or bad jokes, feel free to donate. Donate. It's a buy one get one free. If you donate, you'll get a free Final Fantasy X pun. So, we'll head over to you, Vermilion.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, hello everyone. Hope you guys are ready for a really nice, cozy run, Final Fantasy X. We're gonna be playing a category called True RNG. I'll explain more about it when we get into the run. But let's get into it first. We're gonna go new game. Standard sphere grid. Yes. So this is important. One of the most important decisions of the entire run. We will not be playing on the arranged OST because if I were to play in the original, the arranged OST, the whole entire Final Fantasy X community would, they would remove me from the community because it's such a bad OST. So we're going original. And we have the RNG fix mod. It's called True RNG. We'll go into that later. But I'm gonna start the timer in 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's get into it. So this is Final Fantasy X, and basically, first of all, I'm gonna change my name to. We're gonna change it to Slurpy in honor of Slurpathon. Actually, I'll just name it Slurp. Better name. So yeah, this is Final Fantasy X. So, we're gonna be playing with the cutscene remover. If you notice, we're kind of skipping cutscenes really fast. And we're gonna go into what the true RNG category is. So the big thing about this run is we're gonna be, originally, is we used to just know everything that's going to happen the whole entire run. There was a huge discovery in this game, and there was a way to just find out every possible situation for this run. Like every single drop I could know, every single action I could know. And we, as a community, they decided to make a mod for this game where we kind of just removed that stuff, and this game is basically just completely RNG. So we changed it. We use this mod now for this category, and this whole run is just basically completely random. So we have a route and everything, but at the same time, we just are gonna go into it and just pray that we don't get destroyed by this game, because this game can actually kind of destroy you in multiple ways.
These ones don't.
Okay, so we're gonna do a few actions here. I defended with Aura on accident. That's my bad. That's okay. You want to defend with Titus there. What's up?
Quick question. Like, what was like the worst thing that has happened to you while doing this run?
Just dying. It's just the normal stuff.
Don't bother going after all.
Blitzball is also really random, but you can't control Blitzball. It's just a thing where you have to just accept what you get. And I'll talk about Blitzball later. 1 second, I gotta fix my timer really fast. Let me change that really fast. Alright, so we're gonna go into this overdrive tutorial. This is basically just Limit Break for people who've never played this game before. I'm gonna do a Bushido with Auron. Want to do a little faster than that, but should be okay still. And we get a crit. So getting a crit here is actually really important. It actually saves us a lot of time if we were to get multiple crits, especially with Auron. Titus Overdrive now. It's basically a timing check. And now we're just gonna attack this. So you actually can't die to this boss. Funny enough, it looks like you can, but Demi just makes it so you take a percentage of your health. And you can't. There's no percentage that will kill you. If you get down to like 1 HP, you'll just take 0. Oh, another crit with Titus. That might save an attack, which is actually really cool. A lot of runners in the beginning of the run. I've seen people reset at the beginning of the run because their crits they want crits early or something like that. It's like can't really do much there. Orin gets a crit. Didn't matter, but it looked cool. All right, so now we're gonna go into a really cool mechanic of this game. So basically, I'm gonna be switching weapons in certain spots. You're gonna be wondering why I'm doing that. So right here, I'm going to switch a weapon with Titus. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's the weakest possible action that a character can take is switching weapons. And that just allows us our turn order to be perfect for a certain thing. I'm going to have Orin attack himself. And then we're going to have Titus switch 2 more times. And then he's going to notice this tanker on the right side. If you don't do what I just did, Orin will notice a tanker, and we will lose like a lot of time. It will take more action. It will take more hits to get past this tutorial. But we did all those actions, like so swapping weapons and attacking Orin, to make sure that we get past this tutorial faster. And I know people are gonna be confused because like stuff's just happening really fast, but that's just a part of the cutscene remover doing stuff. Like, all of a sudden, you know, you just hear this person talking, and you're like, who's that?
Hey!
That's Jack, by the way. And now we're just floating. And the music normally is, would be silent here, but, the cutscene remover has some weird quirks where it just plays music in random spots. Like, this swim right here, so we're in this area, and there should be no music at all, but instead we're just swimming intensely to this really intense song. You're gonna be hearing a lot of stuff like that in the whole entire run. But yeah. Let me go back to what I was talking about with True RNG though, or basically just like the category change, the category name was changed recently actually. Before it was called RNG Fix, where we made it so the RNG was fixed basically to where it was completely random. Like we were just making sure that the RNG would just be there for the whole entire run, and you can't track it. But now our community vote changed it to True RNG because we thought it was a little too confusing for what people were thought what the category was. Okay, that's an ambush. So in this run, this is a really important aspect of this run, is that you have a 1 in 8 chance in every encounter to get ambushed, and a 1 in 8 chance to get a preemptive. And we almost never want to get ambushed ever, because getting ambushed means that the enemies take actions, and we could just die because we're gonna be extremely underleveled since we're not farming like the game would expect us to. This is a fixed fight. We're just going to defend the whole entire time. Gonna heal here with some potions. Change it cursor memory. Aeon's animation short. Those 2 menu optimizations will help us do this run a lot faster. Gonna be doing some stuff here for Titus. He needs fire. So we're just getting some questionable looking flint. We don't even know what that is.
It's flint. What did you expect?
Yeah, just someone called it eggs one time. I was like, it kind of does look like eggs actually. And a withered bouquet. And you're gonna see us go into fights immediately. We're like no context, no nothing, because with cutscenes, this run is extremely long. This run's about 9 hours long with cutscenes, and about 3.5 hours without cutscenes. So having this cutscene remover just saves a lot of time over the course of the run. Alright, so this fight here is just a fixed fight. We're basically waiting for our next party member to show up. I'm gonna potion here with Titus, since we need Titus to live later down the line in the next part of this fight. And oh wow, there's a new party member. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Which is a tutorial for using grenades. And now we go into the part here for this character. We're gonna try to steal 2 grenades from this boss. So each time you steal, the first steal is guaranteed, but the second steal and beyond is different. So that it's a 50-50 right now, if I get a grenade or not. So I'm missing my 50-50s right now. I missed 2 50-50s in a row. Okay, we got it. And now we're just going to the fight. We should keep smacking.
Picking up our new party member, would you like to hear another joke?
Sure.
What did the Albed do with ancient machina? Reconstruct them.
Alright, so the fight's over. Ability spheres. We don't really care about ability spheres that much this run. This run is long, but we're just going through stuff really fast. Even though it shouldn't be that fast. It just, you kind of have to be on your toes in this run. So we're gonna get another encounter here, and we're gonna reach a part of the game that's really important. So for this speed run, we actually do need to farm slightly. So we need extra spheres in general. Nice preemptive here. Nice grenade times 2. That's a rare steal. Let's try to get another grenade steal here. Nothing. So basically what we need for this run is we need 16 extra speed spheres, and we need 6 extra power spheres throughout the course of the run. So that's ability sphere. We don't care about those. So we're going to have to pay attention close to our sphere count. I do have a tracker on my phone right now just to make sure that I don't mess up. Because it is really easy to mess up, what's it called? The tracking for the sphere. And if you don't have enough spheres, the run is actually just going to be over, because you have to hit thresholds within the run, especially with speed, to make sure that you are able to do some of these strats that you guys are going to see later. Alright, this is
So is navigating the sphere grid just is something that's really important in this one then?
It is extremely important, yeah. But it's like since you know, it's gonna be the same exact sphere grid every single time, thankfully. Alright, so we see again speed sphere. Next we get 1 speed sphere. It's 1 out of 16 finished.
For the speed spheres, do you need to have them a certain amount at a certain, like by a certain time? Or?
Generally no, but we do need about 7 speed spheres before a section, but it's fine if we don't, because there's ways to like back it up in general, but generally not really. Just you need speed spheres like early on. Okay, so we're going to our first boss fight. So more all the grenades we got. Just gonna toss at this guy. This boss name is Tross. We got an under damage, which is really good, so he doesn't swim away immediately. So this fight's gonna be slightly faster than if we were to over damage, because this boss is a threshold of 350, and if we reach that threshold, the boss will just swim away. So we were able to get some damage off before they were able to swim. And Riku is the only person that can do anything in this section. And thankfully, all those grenades that we got are just gonna help out. And one more grenade will end the fight. It's possible to actually crit with Riku's grenades, funny enough, but it's a very rare chance. Like, we're talking like 3% chance, and it's just should not happen. But if it does happen, it's actually really good because it saves you 1 grenade animation. Alright, yeah, so just happening, you know, we're swimming. This guy's punching the air for some reason. We don't know why. Let's just keep going. This run out of context, you will have no idea what's happening in the whole entire story, and it's hard to explain the whole story right now. So we're gonna talk to question mark, question mark, question mark, and all of a sudden, text box on the screen for a second, and then all of a sudden we're just here, just like that. So now we're Besaid, and now we get to the first fun RNG part of the speedrun, which there will be many of. So what we're gonna be doing first is we're gonna go into this lagoon, and it's possible to get 2 encounters or 3 encounters here, and we don't want to see an ambush, and we don't want to see 4 fish. If we see 3 fish or 4 fish, we want to escape, and escaping in this game is a 75% chance of working. And eventually you're gonna hit some 75s where you just don't get it. Alright, so this is the worst possible encounter we could get immediately. Can't die, but it's just slow. So we'll try to skip right now. Titus gets out immediately. Nice, we won the 75. And we'll try one more time. And Waka gets out, so that actually wasn't that bad. Ideally, we would like to see 2 fish here. And we don't want to see an encounter too early. We want to make sure this lagoon is just 2 encounters and we just get out, because we don't have a way to leave fights fast yet, which we will get later. Okay, preemptive, and it's the best encounter. This is a really, really good lagoon. That single fish can drop a power sphere, and that's what we want. Hopefully we get it. We did not. We got mana sphere, so this is already just, our sphere count is kind of bad, but it's just we'll be able to make it up later. So yeah, overall that was a pretty good lagoon, even with the 4 fish. And now we take a nice stroll to Besaid Village. Visit some jams. So we're gonna so there's a lot of stuff that's just happening right now. We're gonna go into this temple, and this guy's gonna tell us stuff about the world we don't know about. We don't care about that stuff. Black screen, we're out. Let's just go back home. AKA, let's just go to this hut that Walk is in. Right here.
Sorry, man.
And then we're just out again, and guess where we're going? We're going back to the temple we were just in. And now we have another fun part of the speed run, which is not RNG, but it's a part of the run that people remember not fondly.
Maybe.
It's the Cloister of Trials. There's a lot of these, but basically it's just puzzles. And you're gonna hear this song many times in the speed run. So hopefully you guys love the love this song.
Would you like to hear a joke about doing the Cloister trials?
Alright, I'm ready.
What did one summoner say to the other after failing a trial? Ifrit, you don't succeed, try and try again.
Did you say Ifrit?
I say Ifrit or Ifrit, I don't know, but you know,
Yeah,
tomato,
true.
Titus, Titus, yeah.
There was a bid war when I ran this game at RPG Limit Break, and it was true. The name was Titus, like with T-E-E-D-U-S, or Titus, like T-I-E-D-U-S.
Forever
Really
the ultimate war.
Yeah, this is an ultimate debate about which one's correct, which one's not correct. I've always said Titus, so I'll always say Titus.
I've always honestly been on the Titus side, so.
I think officially it is Titus. Actually, funny enough, I think they confirmed that. I think the game is It's still Spyro on the stream, by the way.
I will change that. I have the ability to.
Nice. Alright, so just like that, that's the first cloister. It's really short. It's just a free, you know, tutorial section, but later on they're going to get more and more complicated. And, you know, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. And it just you like that kind of stuff.
Hey, over here.
Alright, so boom. Stuff's happening. We're going to name this Aeon nothing because we don't care about what Valefor's name is. We're going to talk to Yuna, then talk to Waka. We skip the cutscenes. We don't care about the cutscenes.
Where's that boat?
And dream sequence, he's staring at nothing in the bed. That's a weird glitch with the cutscene remover. And we're out. Stuff happens. We get a new weapon. Yeah, nothing's happening. You know, just CSR stuff. Tutorial section. They're basically telling us that Titus needs to attack people on the floor and Waka needs to attack people in the air. TLDR of this tutorial.
Not too shabby. Might make a good.
And these spheres, they don't count for the extra spheres we're gonna get because they're just guaranteed. And we got an armor drop. That's kind of rare actually, which is actually really cool. Then we got that.
Are there any other spheres that you actually need to keep track of other than the speed ones?
That. Told ya. If you can't beat them down, Matt, let's have our loot.
Clueless, aren't? Spells of ice and ice fiends are you.
I get fire and ice.
Lightning and water are. This one here is a.
So yeah, the tutorial right there was basically saying that, you know, it's a water fiend, so we're gonna use a lightning against it, basically the opposite element. That's how it works in this game. And all of a sudden, we're gonna fight Kimahri. You know, stuff is happening. Question mark, question mark, question mark again. So I need to actually count here. It's +2. Plus, so it's 10. 12. So we want to make sure we're above 125. We want to average 125 in this fight, or else Kimahri will actually kill us. Okay, we're good now. So we got a crit, so that nothing about this fight actually matters anymore. But Kimahri will kill you. Hunter's sword. And the game will actually be over. There's actually no game. There's actually nothing you can do. The game will just end. And just like that, we get more tutorials, by the way. So they're going to teach us about summons, which is a really broken mechanic about this game. I think most people would use a lot of summons when they play this game.
Why don't we let our
So we're going to get Yuna out.
Your first real.
Show us what you're. Okay.
So now we get to summon our first Aeon, which is Valefor, we're going to be using them a bit. The summons are pretty broken early on. And basically, the reason why Aeons are also broken is because they don't need to get hit to get their overdrive like every other character in this game. So I'm going to be doing Thunder and getting hit by this Garuda. And I'll be building overdrive, and by the end of this fight I will have overdrive, which is really important to the next few sections of this run. But yeah, we get to just sit here and watch Thunder over and over again. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this.
Would you like to hear another joke?
Yes,
while
please.
we're waiting? Where do the people of Spira learn to summon Aeons? The university.
Honestly, I was not ready for that one, actually. I was like, where could this
It's actually
be?
really good.
That was a good one. Alright, so we have fully built overdrive. Rod of Darkness, that's a really good drop. So the first thing we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take Waka out of the party. The reason why is because the next force fight is a tutorial for Waka. And we don't want to do this tutorial because it's really slow. We can't even kill this thing. And we want to run away anyways. And we got to hit all these 75% chances to get out of this fight. So Titus gets out. Yuna does not get out. That sucks. And Lulu does not get out. So we miss two 75% chances. Very rare, but you know, it happens. Okay, so Yuna gets out now. And then Lulu gets out. So about average for what happens in these fights. And we have the last tutorial fight of the whole entire speedrun, which is basically saying, do you remember what you were doing? There's a ground enemy, there's a flying enemy, and there's a water flying. So Titus kills the ground one, Waka kills the air one, Lulu thunders the water flying. So and that's how you do it. We're getting the sphere levels, so we're gonna need sphere levels and do the sphere grid for Titus soon. This whole entire speedrun is about making sure your sphere grid is optimized. So we're gonna do it here. Going over here, ability sphere, getting this move called Cheer, very important for the whole entire speedrun, and one strength level. Hitting the save sphere right now to heal Valifor, that's what we care about. And we're leaving. Getting on this boat. Talk to this red pants lad. Gets us 400 gil. We're gonna maybe need that later. And we're just on the boat. You know, stuff's happening. I'm gonna go over here. Cutscene skipped immediately. Going over here to Waka. Cutscene skipped immediately. And we're gonna talk to Yuna again. And we're going to see a really funny glitch with the CSR. We're going to see Yuna in a really weird position. Her face is like just inside the... like, I don't know if you know what that is. Like the collision box of like the ship or something like that. Weird. And now this fight is pretty volatile. So we want to make sure we can do this fight correctly. So we're going to thunder the fin here. And then we're going to summon Valifor with Yuna, and we want to make sure we overdrive the fin and not the sin spawns. There we go. And we want to make sure we get a nice roll. We want above 1060 as our roll. Okay, so that's good. So this fight's almost guaranteed to work. If you can actually do very little damage on this fight and you can fail it, it's a very low chance of failing. But it can happen. It's happened to almost every runner I've seen in this game. And it's kind of sad, but sometimes it just happens in this speedrun, and you just gotta accept it. And
Jesus for you.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So funny enough, so in this speedrun, we also, with the CSR, you don't get to see the water effects. So right now, you can just see the fin is literally just a fin, like floating by itself, not connected to anything. Looks really funny. And it's just like moving. Looks great. I don't think developers ever realized that people would actually remove the water effects. Or like have it removed on accident. To see that it's just a floating fin. And it looks scary for us. We're 86 HP, but we're good. We're not gonna die. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just like, that's actually how Sin looks like.
Yeah.
We're fooled all along.
Bamboozled. Alright, so then we're gonna go to the next part of the fight, which is Waka and Titus. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use Cheer here. It gives both party members +1 strength and +1 defense. Very important. So we need as much damage as we can to get this fight. We're Dark Attack, so this boss cannot use this move right here, Drain Touch, on us. It will heal them, and it will also do damage to us. And we don't want it. We don't want it. And basically, what we're looking for in this set fight here is we want to see as many crits as possible. It's rare, but if you do get a crit, you save some time. And we're gonna attack 4 times with these two. So this is gonna be Swalk's second attack, Titus' second attack. No crit so far. So we have 1 more chance for crits. And if we don't get it, then it's whatever. We just lose some time. It's not a big deal. And no crits. So we're just gonna do the fight normally, like it normally is. Titus is kind of getting destroyed right now. I'm a little worried about his health. Hopefully he doesn't die. Okay, well. We got a crit now. And Dream Touch, and then we should be able to overdrive. And the boss should be done. Overkill. So overkills in this game, they give you a lot more EXP than if you were to kill them normally. And some enemies just have different thresholds when you're overkilling them. So, and it's going to be really important later on. This fight doesn't matter that much for overkills. It gives us about 6 AP, which isn't that much. And yeah, we'll see what we get here at the drop. We got really bad drops. You can get an ice weapon there. It's really useful for the speedrun, but we didn't get any, so we just move on and just play normally. And now we're in Kilika. See the unit cutscene, and we're just doing stuff. We're just going through the motions.
It's just a bad fever dream.
Yeah, you know, nothing happened. You know, we just end up in this village, and there's just, you know, some wreckage. You know, nothing wrong. Okay, now we're in Kilika Woods. We're gonna get our tutorial about Kimahri. I always mean this cutscene because it sounds like he's saying, "What's a Kimahri?" Because right here.
Kimahri. Or what? Normally, it says, but when Aranso uses it.
Alright, so Kimahri is our blue mage. So basically, Kimahri has a really interesting move, Lancet, here, and the way this move works is on certain enemies, you can just steal one of their moves, and you'll get full overdrive. We are going to abuse the heck out of that, because having Kimahri with overdrives is very, very, very good to the run. Yeah, Kimahri is a very important character to the speedrun because of that overdrive. Alright, so we're gonna go to this chest. We're gonna get a really important item, Scout Sphere Grid on Slurp. Over here, we're gonna get the most important item move in the game. We're gonna get Flee. That allows us to just leave battles without doing anything. Extremely important. Without that, we would not be able to speedrun this game. And equip Scout. But this part of the run is really important. So we want to make sure we get as many spheres as we can from this section. So the bees, they drop
Anyone thirsty?
they drop speed spheres, which is what we need the most. These rewards we don't care about though. Thunder Moomba, very useless, but pretty cool that we got it. And yeah, we're gonna be trying to farm as much as possible. Okay, this is a pretty decent encounter. Just don't die, Waka. Nice. Okay, so Waka under damage. Waka actually has a very low chance of under damage there. It's below 165, and he didn't get it. Boo Waka.
Boo.
Alright, and we're gonna get to our next section. So that section wasn't that bad. Change of formation, Waka out for Yuna. We're gonna heal on the sphere grid really fast. And we're going to the next fight, which is Jano, I think his name is. So defend with Titus, we're gonna summon Veilfor. And we're gonna be abusing this overdrive that we got earlier. So we're gonna overdrive this boss. And And that's why it takes a really long time. But at the same time, we're gonna be trying to get our overdrive again. So the overdrive is the most valued move. It is the most weight on your actions. So by doing it, I have to like sit here and watch this boss kind of wail on me. But it's fine because you get overdrive from taking damage anyways. Alright, so the boss is actually really close to killing me, but you want to know what I have on my next on their next attack? You guessed it, my overdrive. We're about to get it again. And this will be the last you see of this Aeon until the end of the run. So Veilfor, thank you so much for your service. Well, you are unnecessary anymore. Blind passes. We have really good drops actually. The drops don't mean anything other than the fact that they will give me a lot of money, which is cool. Which we will need money for later. Alright, so now we're in Kilika Temple. We're gonna talk to Waka. Talking for a second. They're just gone. What happened? Where are they? We're just going over here now. We're just alone. And now we're back to another fun section of the game, guys. Back to the Cloister of Trials. Now this one is a lot longer than the last one and more complicated, but still not as bad as the ones coming up later.
Do you actually have a favorite temple?
Yo, what's up?
Do you actually have like a favorite temple?
Oh, it's a favorite temple. Oh, sorry, I think I said favorite. I was like, what? But favorite temple. I like Jose Temple. It's actually kind of fun to do it because there's a really funny mechanic with a moving like a floating platform in that section. But the one temple that we all hate is what's it called? Bevel Temple. And I think most people who've ever played this game will understand why. We're gonna grab this. So, if you guys ever want to play this game again, and you guys don't want to deal with the shenanigans of these temples, you know, just pay attention very closely, because this is the fastest way to do it. Just like that, we're done. We're gonna put this ball in, that sphere in, and then take out the sphere, and then we're just done. All right, so we're gonna walk up. Waka's gonna notice us. Cutscene that we don't see. Talk to Waka. Cutscene. Walk out. Name Ifrit. We don't care. We're done here. Very engaging. And now we get to see what our encounters in Killican. We just don't want to see Rigoras because they're the worst encounter we can possibly get in the speedrun. Waste of time and doesn't give us anything. Okay, that's fine. This one's probably the second worst encounter, but we can take it because our count's pretty high right now. Our EXP's kind of high. Alright, so we get one more speed sphere, which is really good. Puts us at 8 out of 16. We're halfway there. We need this Lux Sphere. Very important we get that. If we don't get that, the run is actually dead. It's going to be for a fight about an hour later. Okay, this one again. Okay, so Waka under damage again. Boo Waka. Not the worst thing, but we just gotta take it. That puts us at 11. And we're out of here.
Live and let live.
And this section is extremely important for the speedrun because you really need to make sure your decision making is really good. And we're out of here.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
And you're gonna hear Titus say so many fleeting things in the speedrun. You're gonna memorize all of them. You're gonna hear him say, "I won't go easy on you next time," and "Live and let live" many, many, many times. So we're gonna grid slurp really fast. Do a little bit of menuing first. Get a nice pass strength and a mana, and Waka doesn't need this anymore, and we'll move on. Onwards to Luca. So our sphere count right now is 11 speed spheres, 0 power spheres, which isn't the worst. Okay. And we're on the ship. We're heading to Luca. There's a cutscene here we're about to see. Didn't see it. And now we have the jet shot tutorial, which is very imperative that we pass this or else the run will die. And this section's really hard, so I have to focus. Okay, let's do this.
You can't. No one else can do it. You're out of your league. No one else can do it.
Wow, it's so hard.
Best.
Dude. Oh my god, I think I lost. Wait. Uh-oh. Please, Titus? Oh my god. Well. Okay, I'm just trolling you guys. You actually have to fail the tutorial or else the cutscene remover will actually crash. So it's also slower to get the jet shot. So we're just gonna move on. Blitzball tutorial, we don't care. We're gonna see that later. Blitzball, very important to the speedrun. We need to win Blitzball. If we don't win Blitzball, it's not the end of the world, but it's not what we want to see. So now we're on our escorting Yuna to the bar, doing stuff. And then Yuna gets captured while we're at the bar. Spoiler alert, guys. Now we have to rescue Yuna. And the music's gonna get very intense here. Marching band music. So now we're gonna talk to this person right here. His name is Owaka. He sells us goods and stuff. We're gonna need a weapon here. Selling longsword, selling blind pass, scouts, blue armlet, stunning seal. We're gonna need that for a boss later, but not right now. And now we have the Luca fights. So these fights, we're gonna show some love to Lulu. She is our really good party member after all. She has really good spells. We're gonna be abusing that because these guys can't really do much to her, to these robots. We're just gonna zap them over and over again. Lulu's gonna be using a lot of that move. And this will be another fight, exactly the same. You know the deal, just zapping. Zapping. Interesting. So Lulu actually outsped, what's it called, Himari there. Very rare that it happened. But it can. Exactly, yeah. Lightning versus mechanical enemies, the bane of their existence. Alright. And I know you guys want to see more of Titus and Kimahri, so for this fight, since we didn't get enough levels, we're going to have to use Titus and Kimahri for this section. So first things first, going to attack this with Titus. And then we're going to be using Kimahri's Overdrive seed cannon that we got from the Aurora. Lulu zaps other guy, Titus attacks. Kimahri makes a funny noise, hopefully. Nope, does not. Defend with these two. And then these two are their back. They're gonna be helping us out. Like, we want to see a crit from these guys because it'll save us exactly one auto. Let's hopefully we get it. Nope, no crit. Kamari's made the funny noise. Already worth it. Alright, and now we're going to get one of the most important moves for Titus, which is a very important move in this Final Fantasy series. It's going to be haste. Heal Lulu, make sure she doesn't die with the next boss. And this is the best song in the whole entire series, guys. I think you guys would really appreciate it for this boss fight.
Hey!
It's nothing, by the way, if you guys are curious. So, another problem with the CSR, like I said earlier, is the music kind of messes up sometimes. And then for this section, there's just no music at all. Really weird. But you can hear the birds, though, if you guys like bird noises. The seagulls, they're fine. Alright, we're gonna use a crane here, and this is basically a tutorial for, you know, showing that there's environmental things that some party members can do. And this is actually very imperative because without this, we would not be able to kill this boss. This boss is 4,000 HP, something like that. That's a lot. And we're kind of just like we have not leveled any of these people yet. 6,000 HP, my bad. Defend with Kamari. We're gonna attack with Titus, and hopefully we get an item drop with it's either a lightning steel or a thunderball. That's what we care about. A thunder spear, completely useless, unfortunate. All right, and this is the moment that everyone was looking forward to. We're at Blitzball, guys. We have reached Blitzball.
Hooray! Would you like to celebrate with a Blitzball joke?
Please, I need it.
What are Blitzball players' favorite celebratory drink? The checked shot.
Oh my god. I was not ready for that one either. I was like, what could it be? Alright, so Blitzball. It's very random. We won the first Blitz off. That's already a good start. So basically for Blitzball, it's the start of Blitzball is completely random. It's a coin flip if you win Blitz off or if they win Blitz off. And we want to win Blitz off. We want to have control of the ball as much as possible here. We're going to break to Abyss here, and we're going to pass to Jasu. Because basically, the goal of Blitzball is we just want to scum it out, essentially. We want to win by 1 with no time left and just camp the ball. Because having the ball toss around and everything is kind of slow. And we want to just be up by 1 and then just kind of just scum the ball around, and we just say, you know, we're winning. Screw you guys. But the problem is, if they get the ball, they have a very high chance of scoring on us. And there's not much you can really do, because it's completely random. There's nothing you can do. And so I hope you guys enjoy watching Keepa. This is our goalkeeper, Keepa. You know, make it, you know, be comfortable with him. He's just chilling. He's locked in. So it's important that I gave Titus the ball there, by the way, and then he did an action because we need him to level up for the second part of Blitzball, which is he needs to get Sphere Shot, which is a really good move, and will allow us to get a score. So you know the vibes. Blitzball. And I hope you guys like the song because the song is iconic. Very funny. Just look at Keepa. He's ready to go. And the goal. It's funny enough though. Like behind the goal is one of the safest spots in the whole entire thing.
I definitely remember somebody finding that in like one of those forums when I was trying to play this game. It's like,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yep. You just gotta make sure
Um,
that some enemies can actually see pretty far though, so like you gotta be careful about making sure that you when you hide behind this goal. And the first half will end at exactly 5 minutes. And then we have to let Destiny decide. Because if they get the ball, we're in contingency mode where we have to just pray that they don't score on us. Because the other person, the enemy team is insanely broken. Like, they are 10 times stronger than us. They could have scored on us like yesterday if they wanted to. But we gotta just pray that they don't.
The goers are just
Alright, so here we go. Second half. Boom.
hopefully.
Alright. Pray for Letty, guys. Pray for Letty. Come on. Letty. Please. Okay, the grab got us bad. So now we're in contingency mode. We gotta hope he doesn't score on us. Alright, praying. One man break. He's passing it. That's the worst thing he could be doing. If he passes to Bixen, we're in a really bad spot. He's passing to Dorum, which makes absolutely no sense because he's throwing the ball backwards. This is just the stuff that happens to Blitzball sometimes. Now we're just playing. I don't even know what's going on anymore. He's dribbling it. Okay. Dotto doesn't get it. She's dribbling again. That's not good. She's going over here. She's going to the side. I don't know what's happening. I've never seen this before, actually. The classic that I've never seen this before. She's tossing it across the whole entire arena. It's gonna fumble out of this guy's hands. Who gets it? Titus gets it. Okay. Well, I guess I got it now. Passing it over to Jasu. And we'll see what happens here. We might have to give it to Waka to win it for us. Alright, so now we're in a really awkward spot of Blitzball, where we have to just pray that these guys are trash. Alright, so at 2 minutes, we're going to see where they decide to go, because right now it's not looking too good for us. Okay, it looks fine now.
So, we are at like close to an hour into this run, so I'd like to kind of do a quick reiteration of what Slurpathon's all about, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Alright, so yeah, hello, we're Slurpathon. So we are a local community speed running event. Well, local, quote unquote, but we've been around for 10 years and we are raising money for the Alberta Children's Hospital. So donate extra life for the kids and for all the good speedruns. Goal!
Nice, we got it.
Good one.
Got it. Yeah, we got it. Thank God that just happened. By the way, I tried to go for a little more time save there, but like that was crazy what just happened for Blitzball. And if we get the ball right now, we win the game. Please. It's over. Nice. So that was actually not the worst Blitzball I've ever had, but we saved it. Thank goodness.
Did not have to reset the entire thing.
No. If I were to lose somehow, I would have to do a different route, which is a little awkward. But still only lose about 2 minutes. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little awkward. But the reason why we have to win Blitzball is because the prize for winning Blitzball, funny enough, is a strength sphere. And a strength sphere is it's a +4 strength sphere, and that is monumental in the speedrun. Yeah, so we really have to win this game. Funny enough, or else the run's just a little awkward. Like I'm not gonna say we have to, but it's much more preferred than losing. But yeah, that was actually not about Blitzball at all. It was scary at first, but we were able to bring it back, and now we're here. And I know you guys thought the song was over, but like I said, with the cutscene remover, stuff happens. We get to hear more Blitzball during these fights, so more blitz off. I kind of like the song during this section though. It's pretty funny. It just like it adds to the theme that we're underwater. And these fights are really important because we want to get as many overkills as possible because we need strength spheres. We actually have 0 strength spheres right now. We need 6 by the end of this run. And we are still at 0. So we're just praying for some crits. We have gotten 0 so far. That's not good. But it's not the end of the world though if we don't get any strength spheres here. It just would make it so we have to farm a little later. Okay, still at 0. We're not getting any crits. The crits should be coming eventually. We just gotta pray. All right. Still no crits. Love to see it. Walk is kind of just a passerby in this section, by the way. I will probably heal him just to be safe. Yeah, let's do that now.
Do you actually remember in your runs like the most crits you've gotten in this?
I think I've gotten like 8 one time. It was a lot, and I was like, whoa. There's a lot of enemies, but getting crits here is pretty common usually. We might hit 0 actually. Whoa, give it a second. That'd be crazy. Give me one more chance for a crit. Okay, so we got 0 crits. That is very rare. Funny, but it's not the end of the world. We just gotta farm stuff later. We can also crit this enemy too, which would be really funny if we did. Did not get the crit on here. So that means we need to make up 6 strength spheres later on in this run.
This is where Orin actually officially joins.
Yep.
Would you like to hear Orin?
Yes, please.
Oh, joke. What kind of underwear does Orin wear? Titus Whiteys.
Titus Whiteys? Is that what he said?
Yes, Titus Whiteys.
Oh man. So this section looks a little scary, like we're gonna die, but we're not gonna die. This fight's perfectly designed, so we should be able to, on this section or the next one, because we got a crit, we saved an auto attack. He's breathing really fast because he has haste on him as well. Funny, it looks really funny. And we're out. We need to get 2 more items over here. Extremely important to the speedrun. And we're about to start the speedrun. Contrary to popular belief, the run has not started yet. And what I mean by that is we have not reached the section of the game where we're just praying for encounters. So right now, we haven't been through that many encounters. We're kind of just gone through Killica Woods. That's really about it. The next sections of the game, we're going to be going through like the whole entire world. And like I said earlier, you have a 1 in 8 chance of getting ambushed, and ambushes can just straight up just kill you and wipe your party. Because we're super under level, we have no health. Or we could straight up, or stuff can just happen to be really slow. We have a 1 in 8 chance of getting a preemptive, which is really good for us, and a 6 out of 8 chance of getting a normal encounter, which is good for us. So, this run's really scary sometimes. Tutorial again.
It's also
No way.
Orin's gonna attack and be like, this is meant for me. And no crit.
told ya.
Alright, so we have a little bit of menuing here. We're gonna go to weapons, go to this, go to setting steel, formation, walk out for Orin, unit out for Lulu. And now we go to the section where we just pray for good encounters. We just don't want to see ambushes up here. Okay, so I need you guys to pray with me.
Live and let live.
And if we don't get ambushed, we just hope that Titus lives, because Titus is actually faster than almost every enemy here, but he's slower than 2. And the 2 enemies he does not outspeed
Don't break any
can be a
bones,
little
old man.
scary.
Live and let live.
This NPC right here is also really important. I call him Spear Lad because he gives us a spear, a hunter spear. We're gonna need that later because it sells for 4,000 gil. We need money.
I won't go so
So
easy on you next time.
that dog we've been seeing, the one on the right over there, we can get outsped by it, but we've outsped it 3 times in a row. It's basically a coin flip. There is one enemy we don't want to see here though, which is the dual horn. The dual horn will do massive damage to us, and it will suck. And it can probably kill Titus. Okay, so another dog. We don't want to see the dogs.
Hey, I'm
Oh,
a
the dog
guardian
outsped
now,
us.
so watch out. I won't go so easy on you next time.
I think the issue that I have with this run category in general is that we don't get to hear Titus laugh.
We do not, yeah, true. No cutscenes. Oh, we get ambushed by triple bomb. Thankfully, not that scary of an encounter.
I won't go so easy
I should have
on you
added an
next time.
incentive to watch the cutscene, actually. That's on me. It's a great cutscene. Very
Oh,
iconic.
next time.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Thanks, Yerky.
Such a good sequence.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
But yeah, right now we have not got ambushed yet. But the moment we do get ambushed, you guys will see how destructive it can be to a speedrun. You just be like, oh, that's what can happen. That's not good. So we get a lot of preemptives. That's good. We like to see that.
I'll be right back.
You know, people are just peacefully walking while we're just trying to live here. No dual horns either, which is actually really, really good as well.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
And you guys have heard Titus say his signature lines from Escaping a billion times. But we're gonna hear it. You guys are gonna hear it about 150 more times. And I'm not even joking when I say that.
All right. Live and let live.
Live and Let Live is one of my favorite ones. Alright, so we're reaching the end of the section here. And we got our second ambush of the section. This one's not that bad either, as long as Titus does not get confused. He did not get confused yet. The bomb is hitting him. He could die here. Never mind, we're good. If he died, we have to escape with these two, and they're pretty damn slow. So we want to avoid any deaths on Titus. And just like that, we're done. We need to buy some stuff here from this nice woman. 2 Phoenix Downs. All those grenades. Talking to this fine lad here. We're supposed to be talking to this person named Marine, but he's not even here. There he is. And we're gonna go and immediately take out Lulu for Waka, and we're gonna fight our next boss, which is one of the hardest bosses in the entire game. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna haste Titus. Oh, I actually haste the boss. I'm just kidding. You're supposed to actually haste the boss because we don't want to win this fight. This fight's actually really, really, really slow. And we just want to get knocked off this cliff because it's faster. Okay, he's doing your next, which is a really bad option. It's really slow. You can die to this fight, but it's really rare. It should never happen. He's kind of beating us up right now. And there we go. We're good. It is possible to die, though. If he just keeps punching for no reason, then he's got to be like, you know what? I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. And now we're reaching some dangerous territories now. So if we get ambushed from now on, it is horrendous. Like, the enemies are starting to get a little stronger
I won't go so easy on
every
you
single
next
room
time.
we get through. Okay, this one, they cannot speed us. We generally just don't want to see lizards, and we don't want to see the dual horns, which we haven't seen yet. Okay, so I'm going to explain the next section coming up soon. It's going to be a skip found 23 years after this game's release. It was found last year by a writer named Tara. It's called Tara Skip. It is the biggest skip in this whole entire speedrun. It saves, in the regular speedrun with cutscenes, it saves about 20 minutes. And in this speedrun, it saves about 5 to 6 minutes, which is gigantic. And we need to hit it. It's a pretty tricky trick, funny enough, that we need to like make sure we don't get soft lock. Because there's a very high chance of getting soft lock if you mess it up. So we're gonna see that. But it's a really cool trick. Yeah, like I said, it took 23 years for someone to find this trick in this game. And I think that's sick. That games this old can still be found, like still have tricks being found. So that old world was actually really, really good.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Talk to this guy, go over here. And now we're on to the Terra skip screen. We have to leave the screen first, though, before we can do the trick. It requires a very specific setup. And hopefully we don't soft lock.
Live and let live.
Safety save.
The game auto saves, thankfully. We don't need safety saves, thankfully. Alright, here we go. Let's get into it. Alright, so I gotta focus here. We're gonna go into a very specific location here. That looks good to me. And now we're gonna wait for an NPC to push us through this invisible wall. But there's gonna be an invisible like triangle that we need to get into. Okay. Okay, so we got to the first part, which means we should be home free as long as we don't mess up the next part. We'll line ourselves up again. Alright, and now we have to wait for this NPC to come back and then come forward. So we have a lot of, maybe about 30 seconds.
So I could hear the joke.
Yes, please.
Why did the chocobo cross the road? He was going to work.
He's gonna what?
To work. Sound that chocobos make.
Oh my god. I was like, wait. Alright, so we're gonna wait for this guy to come back and push us through this last invisible wall. Okay, this looks good. Okay, we're not through yet. We're not through yet. We're not through yet. We should be good to know. Alright, so we did the trick. We're not home free yet because this screen is still terrifying. Enemies could just kill us. So we have to get out of the screen first to be home free. And we could get ambushed at any point and it would be scary. Okay, so right now our encounters are really, really, really good.
Live and let live.
I don't want to jinx it, but it's really good right now. Alright, so we're almost done with the room. We have a few more encounters left. No ambushes, no dual horns. We're outspeeding everything, you know. Things should be good.
I'll be right back.
Nothing can go wrong, right? Alright, so no dual horn still. This is a really good room so far
Out of
still.
my way.
We have not. We
To make
haven't
up
even
for your
attacked yet.
0 crits.
What? Yeah, the 0 crits. Yeah, true. Alright, please get me out of this room. Okay, last encounter. No dual horns. I haven't seen this. Oh, that's wild. I don't think the whole entire history of me playing this game I've ever gotten no dual horns, which is the scariest enemy to get here. And no ambushes. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. Alright, so now we get some cutscenes here. We're gonna talk to Orn. So yeah, that whole entire skip just saved us like the whole Operation Mihan thing. It saved a lot of time over the speedrun. Before you had to fight Sin Spawn Gui, and it took a really long time. But now we just kind of get to this part. We don't have to fight Gui anymore, so less menuing for a boss we have to fight. Alright, this section, Jose High Road. We actually have to find an encounter here. We have to find a Basilisk right there, right on cue. Thank you so much, Basilisk. We're gonna immediately steal from Basilisk, getting the most important overdrive, which is Stone Breath. We're gonna need that later. And yeah, that's already off to a good start. And this section is not that scary when it comes to ambushes. Okay, that's a really good encounter again. What is happening? Our encounters are blessed in this run right now. But yeah, we just want to make sure we don't get outsped by some birds and bees and stuff. And dogs, obviously. But right now we are zooming. Like, this is a really good speed run. Funny enough, this category can absolutely annihilate you. We're not at the scariest section of the game yet, but so far we are cruising. Like, this run has been really nice. We're getting boosted by this Chocobo. And that was a really good Jose High Road. We barely got touched there.
Good.
Crazy. And we got a Stone Breath. And now we get to do my favorite temple, which is Jose. The way that Yuna says it. Jose Temple, which is where we get Ixion, which is a very important Aeon we need. And this one's a little more complicated. Actually, I'll just be honest. It's more complicated. Still not the worst, but complicated. So we need to grab these balls, put them into there. It's gonna open this door. And yeah, this is just this nice chill section here. Where we do some puzzles in Final Fantasy X, because in this game you're only allowed to have one sphere in your hand. The game does not allow you to hold more than one. That's where the puzzle aspect adds. Make sure you push the pedestal in the correct spot. You can overpush this. Did not overpush it. Great. So that's out. Come over here. Putting it back into here. And we have this door open now. We're gonna need this pedestal to have 2 of the orbs inside. Alright, and this section's actually kind of hard to like get. It's actually really awkward to get into this this floating platform. The way I do it is I do like a 360 input, like I'm playing Street Fighter or something like that. I'm playing like Grappler, and that's how I get into the thing. If you try to do it normally, it's a little weird. The game will not register that you're going onto it. Grabbing this. And this over here. And now this resets the room, and then we just need to put the last 2 orbs in, and then we're up to the 2nd floor. Yeah, I literally feel like I'm playing Geef. Funny enough. But generally though, for when it comes to these kind of marathon runs, I feel so relieved after Blitzball. Blitzball is by far the most stressful thing in the whole entire speedrun, because it's one thing that's out of your control. It's skill and luck, which is like 2 things you don't want to hear in like a statement. Mostly luck though. The hydrant only works if you already have a lead, but like in order to get the lead, you have to score. You know what I mean? It's stressful. Like you can hide all you want, but like the game's gonna go into overtime, and then if you're in overtime, you need to score. And if they get the ball, they're probably gonna score on you. It's a lot of things. It's the bane of every FF10 runner's existence. No, we don't go for Jack Shot. It's a lot slower. It also crashes the cutscene remover, funny enough. Oh yeah, so we have Ixion now. It's like a really good summon that we're going to use a lot later on, but not right now. Alright, so cutscene, Yuna's out of the door now. Cutscene, we're done. A summoner with bed here. Gonna talk to this 9 gentleman here for another weapon we are gonna sell later on. He says, take this, I don't need this anymore. Well, thanks, man. I'm just gonna sell it to Owaka at the shop now. And we're gonna reach my least favorite section of the run when it comes to encounters, which is Moonflow. So the problem with Moonflow is like it's a really long hallway, first of all, so it's not that interesting. And the second reason why I don't like it is because a lot of enemies can outspeed you. It's really whack. But the song's good, at least.
Not again.
Think of it as training.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
And like Titus said, I won't get so easy on you next time. I like he says that like there's gonna be a next time. Saving a second encounter.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Would you like a joke
Yes,
while we
please.
pass by? What are Yuna's favorite shoes? Heels.
What?
I'll be right back.
That one's hype. Speaking of heal, I'm gonna use Yuna to heal. So we're actually gonna use Yuna to heal the whole entire run. I don't know if people have noticed. Because she has a lot of mana, and we don't really need what's it called? We don't really need it.
Fight. I'll be right back.
Alright.
I'll be right
So
back.
we don't care about Lulu's well-being at all. Sorry to all the Lulu fans out there. She's just there to just tank damage because the dogs will attack the person with the least amount of HP, which happens to be Lulu here, more often.
Live and let
So I
live.
have her in the party because I don't want Titus to be attacked. And I don't care about Lulu's well-being at all. Sorry, guys.
I should have slept in this morning. I'll be right back.
I mean, I love Lulu like just like the next person, but you know, in the speedrun, you know, she just we don't care about that much. I am not getting ambushes at all. This is
Live and let live.
crazy. This is really, really, really good. Oh man, okay. I thought I was about to jinx myself and get an ambush right there. Okay, so
I won't go
Titus
so
gets
easy on you
hit.
next time.
It's fine. All right, so we're gonna get to the next boss coming up, which is going to be Extractor. And this is where we need that stunning steel we bought earlier. So the stunning steel, the way it works is it inflicts slow on an enemy. But the problem is it's a 50-50 if we get the slow or not. And we really want to get a first turn slow. We really, really, really want to get a first turn slow on this boss. If we don't, then like we're gonna have to go into contingency mode.
Like, this was one of the bosses I really did not like
This boss is
when I was
really,
playing.
yeah, this boss is really whack. And it's Riku like manning it too. Like, come on. Okay. So funny enough, first of all, the music's wrong right now. It's some goofy music, not the song you're supposed to hear. Okay, so we're gonna haste ourselves first. That's the first part of the fight. Gonna have Waka attack here, and then we're gonna have Titus attack, and hopefully we get a slow on this boss right now. And we'll know if we get a slow on a boss if we get a, like 5 turns on this next cycle right now. Okay, so we got it perfect. That's really good. So we get a first turn slow. This fight will be really easy now. I'm gonna haste Waka now. And then we're gonna do cheer on Titus. Cheer 4 times with Titus. It's 2 cheers. Three cheers. 4 cheers. And then now we just go to town on this boss. Switch weapon to Brotherhood. And then we're in there. Nice crit by Titus. So having a first turn slow on Extractor makes this fight so much easier. It's not even a question. We get to just chill out here. They're gonna attack somebody. We're just gonna heal whatever we see, whoever we see here. Okay, so let's Waka will heal Titus here. And then we just keep smacking. This fight should end within the next cycle. Might die on this next Titus attack. Yep, dies exactly right there, and that's a really good fight. Alright, and now we get introduced to, we've been talking about this for a while, the most broken party member in Final Fantasy history. Not even close. We're talking about Riku, and we're going to get introduced why she is, in my opinion, the most broken party member in Final Fantasy history.
Oh, a treasure chest. And one.
So, we're getting the steel tutorial. So she has steel. You get steel from a chest here. It's pretty cool. But we're getting to the real reason why she's broken, which is her overdrive. Overdrive has so many uses.
No, I'm gonna use that.
It's called mix, allows you to mix 2 items and then something random will happen. If this is a situation, we're going to mix 2 ability spheres to get this. Get a nice overkill. Get 2 power spheres that we need so desperately.
I can combine it. It's not that.
And we're gonna be using Riku a lot in this speedrun for many reasons. You guys will see why. Another sphere grid here, really short one, just giving Titus some stats here. I'm gonna use all these potions here as well. Formation, Waka for Auron, Yuna for Kamari. We're gonna heal Auron, and we move on. On to Guado Salam, which is Talking Simulator. Thankfully, cutscenes remove a lot of the time in Guado Salam. but it's still Talking Simulator.
I'll be right back.
We can either get 1 encounter, 2 encounters, or 3 encounters. It looks like we're gonna get 2 encounters, which is normal. Yeah, 2 encounters, which is normal. That section can be a little weird there. So now we're in Guado Salam, which is the home of the Guado. We're just gonna go and talk to people. And that's this whole entire section. Just talking to people. I'm gonna do a quick strat here. We're gonna leave this door. It teleports us to the front here because of the cutscene. Go over here. We're gonna talk to our party members. Waka first, then Lulu, then Orin, then Riku, and we're not gonna talk to Kimari because he's not nothing to say. Talk to Yuna. We're out. Talking to our squadron over here. We're going to the far plane now. And we're going to grab a very important item to the bottom left here, which is these lightning marbles. Extremely important. It's 8 lightning marbles. Very strong item. You guys are going to see it very soon why. Alright, and we're approaching by far the scariest section of the game. There is a very high chance that I will die in this next section. I'm going to play as safe as possible, but it is out of my control if we're able to live this section or not. So I'm going to need you guys to pray with me, because it's, I mean, every speedrun has died to this next section, which is Thunder Plains. So before, what would happen is we would give Orin this weapon called Sentry, so we could never get ambushed, and this section was okay. But since we skip Sinspawn Gui, which is where you can get Sentry at, the shop before Sinspawn Gui, we can't get that weapon anymore. So now we're just praying for dear life that we don't die in this section. And yeah, the start of Thunder Plains. Just hopefully we'll get ambushed. I want to make sure that our party is topped up. Make sure that they're not going to die here. I'll play it extra safe.
Would you like a joke to help you get past this area?
Yes, please.
What do you call a black mage who never skips leg day? Bandaga thighs.
Oh man.
Is this killing you softly?
I'll be right back.
Did you, have you made all these puns up yourself?
No, I researched ahead of
Oh,
time.
nice.
I wish I was that good at making stuff up on
I
the
was
spot.
like, oh, you're making it up like right now? That's crazy. Alright. So, right now, Thunder Plains is not looking that bad. Not looking the worst. It's not the end yet, though. Make sure that everyone is fully healed, though. The game plan is make sure that Titus does not die. But right now, our encounters are extremely
Let's
good.
do it. I won't go so easy on you next time.
Okay, we have about 2 more encounters here. Ambushed? Okay, this is a really bad ambush to get, so we could just die right now. Okay, as long as Titus does not get hit here, okay, we're good. We're good. So basically, 2 of those guys cannot hit Titus, but they hit Orin 3 times, which is actually good because we need Orin's overdrive. Sorry, Orin. And also, guys, if you guys are fans of Riku, I am sorry for what we're about to do to her in the speedrun. Another ambush? No way. This is the last possible. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're dead. We're dead. Oh my god. Wait. Orin? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, we're dead. That's it. And just like that, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's Final Fantasy X speedrunning. Can't really do much to stop that. Alright, it's fine though. This game has autosave, so we're good. Just gonna have to go to that section again, but that's just how it be in the speedrun sometimes. We were saying how good the encounters were.
I won't go
The
so
game
easy
just
on
took
you
it
next
back.
time.
That was scary though. It's funny, if that last enemy did not hit Orin, we could have escaped with Orin. Another ambush. Oh my! Am I gonna die twice? Thunder Plains? Okay, we're good. Oh my god.
I won't go so easy on you
No
next time.
way. So yeah, like I said earlier, Thunder Plains is a very high chance of dying, and it happened. Our goal is just to get out of this. Our goal is just to get out of here. We just want to get out of the screen. We don't want to see the screen anymore.
I won't go
It's
so easy
scary.
on you next time. I'll be right back.
It's funny. That was literally the last possible encounter we could have gotten. So the game actually said, "You know what? You're not getting through on the last possible encounter." Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Things can happen here.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Gotta dodge thunder. Okay, last encounter. Thank goodness we did not get ambushed again. That'd
I'll be
perfect.
right back.
Please get me out. Okay, we made it out. We made it out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Woohoo.
Pretty please.
All right. So now we get to do this. Could be a yellow shield, which basically makes it so we can't get hit by lightning anymore. Thank God. All right, and now we gotta get through this section. We do need to give what's it called? We do need to give Riku some overdrive. So I'm sorry for Riku fans. We're gonna have to do a little bit of abuse on Riku here.
Please don't make it rumble.
All right. We also need to steal another ambush. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we're good. As long as Titus does not get stoned, we're good. Yeah, we're good. You guys can clearly see the effects of how scary this section is in speedrun.
This section was just always crazy.
Yeah. Another ambush. What? Goodbye, Riku. That's actually kind of good for us, actually. Oh my god, I almost died. If that enemy can stone people, so if Titus got stoned, we would have just been... we would have been screwed, honestly, because Orin would have to escape and he's kind of slow. Another ambush? Huh?
You jinxed yourself. Unfortunate.
You're right. Oh my god, we almost got stoned again. This game does not like us right now. We do need to steal with Riku here, but if we don't get it, it's fine. We need an Iron Giant. There we go. Okay, well... This has been a great section. I mean, honestly though, it's showing you guys the peaks and valleys of the speedrun, you know?
Ah!
And now we get to Makalania, which is actually a really good section because we don't have to worry about ambushes. You can't get ambushed here, and there's no preemptives here, so we get to just relax. And we need some steals here. We need to steal from a Chimera and this blue element here. So we get our first steal right here.
I'll be right back.
I've always called this place Macadamia, which
Macadamia. Macarena is what Titus calls it in the game. It's a really weird word. Macalania. Yeah, it's great. It's a nice, smooth, and relaxing wall. Chimera? Oh.
Let's do it.
Oh no.
I'll be
So yeah,
right
that enemy
back.
has a really high chance of inflicting a stone status on us too. Petrify.
Let's do it. I'll be right back.
Alright, so I really need a Chimera soon. If not, it's not the end of the world, but it's gonna make the next fight riskier. So no Chimera still, that's fine.
Live and let live.
We have a few more chances left. Nice butterfly. So the butterfly stops us from getting encounters for the screen, but the screen's over, so like, alright. There we go. And then this, what we don't want to see though is a rare steal here, which is lightning marble. Okay, we did not get it,
Go so easy
thankfully.
on you next time.
The rare steal is a 1 in 8, I believe, and you can drop a lightning marble, which we don't want to see. It's a 12.5% chance to get the lightning marble.
Live and let live.
Thankfully, we got the Arctic Wind, which is really important for the next fight. So we have every element covered for the next boss. So the next boss has an RNG weakness, essentially, and we need to make sure that we get the correct weakness on the next boss. And what we stole were just elemental items we can use for beating the boss. And now we have all 4 covered. The game already gives us 2. We see an extra 2. Alright, so now we get to do some shopping. Time for the most important item for Titus to have. We do not care about ambushes except for one now. So Owaka, we're gonna talk to him. Weapons. He like, is it too pricey? I'm like, yep. Horrible. Selling this, selling this. Selling these 2 spears we got, and selling this. Should be enough. Shimmering Blade, Sonic Steel. So what Sonic Steel is it gives us first strike, and it basically makes it so Titus will always go first, no matter what. Extremely important for the speedrun, because now we don't worry about encounters as much. Right, next fight, Sphere and Morph. So first things first, we're gonna defend with Titus. Switch over to Yuna, defend. The boss is gonna fight somebody. Is gonna attack somebody. Orin goes next. Riku gonna throw a grenade at the boss. We're gonna see what element it is. We have to use the opposite element. Okay, so lightning marble, defend, defend. Overdrive with Riku, lightning marble, and HP sphere, and then watch the damage. So people are curious why Riku's the best party member. And there you go. She can do stuff like that.
Yeah, she's honestly my favorite for the Unalesca fight as well.
Yeah, she's so fun to use. She just has so many different things. Alright, so We got all that stuff. Everyone needed levels there, so we're gonna give some sphere level. We're gonna do some grading. Riku, she needs this sphere node, speed node right here. Kimari, gonna go right down here, grabbing this level 1, opening that, opening this, going over here. We're gonna give him use, and we're gonna give him steal. 2 very important moves he needs. Formation, Riku for Lulu, Slurpee for Yuna. That is it. And this next fight is extremely precise. So like Lulu's the slowest party member that we have, and that's actually gonna be helpful for us because we want to make sure that, excuse me, the next the person slowest we can abuse, like what turn order it is. So we got an ambush. It doesn't matter for us anymore though, as you can clearly see. We got first strike. We're out of there. All right. So next fight, Crawler, another boss fight. This boss fight's pretty cool. It's very precise. It was changed recently though with the new route for Kimari that we're doing. Alright, first things first, we're gonna abuse the fact that Titus is first strike. We're gonna bring in Riku. She's gonna throw a lightning marble at this negator. Hopefully it does 1,000 damage. It did, that's good. Riku's gonna throw another lightning marble at this Crawler, the boss. She's gonna die, which we like because we want to give her overdrive. It doesn't fill it all the way though, but that's fine. Next turn, we have Kimari. He's gonna use a lightning marble as well, and he's gonna die. We don't care.
For the greater good.
We're gonna revive Riku, and then we're gonna have Riku throw another lightning marble. And guys, I'm sorry, Riku's gonna die again. Alright, so now we need Yuna and Titus to get levels, so now we're gonna bring in Yuna. She's gonna do a Mega Phoenix, which will revive these two. And we're gonna have Titus do one thing in this fight because he needs EXP, which is go in, change weapon to Brotherhood, overdrive with you, Lightning Marble, and level 2 Key Sphere, and just like you saw earlier, there we go.
I do have a donation for $7 from Nick that says I'm donating $1 US. Go buy a Boba Sparkle.
Yo. Alright, so we have a sphere grid. We're gonna use a level 2 key sphere here. Move over here. I'm gonna grab a power sphere here. We have a lot of gridding here. Thankfully, it's only really just Titus. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna use the strength sphere we got from Blitzball here. It's gonna give us 4 strength. So we're basically buffing the heck out of Titus. Like, he's gonna be extremely strong. Before he was doing like 500 damage. Now he's gonna do like a lot. Alright, and then we have Kimari's Sphere Grid, which is, we're just gonna put him over here, that's it. And then we're gonna do speed here, he needs that, and he needs the health as well.
I did find a really bad Kimari joke.
Oh,
I
no.
hesitate to even say it, but
No, just say it,
why did Kimari run so? Because he was scared so.
What? That one's really funny.
It told you it was really bad.
That was crazy. Alright, so this next fight, is probably one of the most precise fights in the entire run. If anything goes wrong here, it will greatly affect what is going to happen. Like, I will probably have to reset, but I should not make a mistake here. That's fight many times. Alright, so first things first, what we're gonna do... The Guados are gonna be whacked and they're gonna protect themselves. He'll show himself. So what we're gonna do here... Haste Titus. Yuna is gonna switch weapons. Very important that we do that. Kamari is gonna use his overdrive we got earlier, Stone Breath. He's gonna kill these two Guados. We're gonna talk to Seymour, and I'll let the dialogue talk. It's really funny.
I knew you were bad news the first time we met.
Oh, my sincerest apologies.
Seymour!
It's so good. I'll switch to Orin, defend. Tice is gonna defend here. And he's gonna smack Seymour. And then we're gonna hear Seymour say some dialogue. It's really funny. Feel. Alright, so this part's really weird. So the thing about Anima, though, is that there's a 3% chance that Titus can miss this part, and it would be really bad if we did. There are backups, though. Alright, so first things first. I'm going to defend with Kamari. I'm going to defend with Orin. I'm going to switch to Waka. I'm going to switch weapons. Anima is going to kill one person here. Hopefully, it's not... I mean, it doesn't matter, actually, who he kills, actually. I mean, who she kills. Okay, switching over to Slurp. Gonna attack here. Miss. That's not good. Riku is going to use Steel. Gonna attack here. I'm gonna attack one more time. Steel with Riku. Couldn't steal anything. I'm gonna overdrive here. Should kill Anima. Yep. Alright, now the reason we have Riku out right now is because we want her to get hit by Seymour. She's gonna attack Seymour, so we get some power spheres here. I'm gonna defend here. And she gets overdrive. Sorry, Riku fans. She's getting an overdrive, and it's really important for the speed run. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright, another sphere grid incoming. So, Slurp over here. Getting our this. I'm gonna go over here. Speed sphere. Okay, healing. And then we go into Makalania Temple, which is a really bad temple. Just kidding. It's because it's a little slow. The only thing I like about it is the music's different, so it's not that one song.
Okay, this is actually a joke that I made up on the spot.
Alright, I'm ready.
What do pirates say when they get to Makalania Temple?
What?
Well, Shiva me timbers.
Shiva me timbers. Yeah, thanks, Dooney. Alright, so right now we're just doing the usual stuff. This section, actually, funny enough, if you want to get the destruction sphere in this section, you have to do the whole entire trial 2 times. It is really whack. We're not fans of that. I did it for my limit break run because we need to get Anima, and you have to do all the destruction spheres. And it took so long because this section you have to do the whole entire temple 2 times. You have to finish it, and then you have to reset it, and then you have to finish it again. And it's like, why? Okay. And we're about to get out. So the next section is a personal demon of mine. It's the Guado chase. So you can actually, we're about to get chased by some Guado, and the problem is that the Guados are really fast, and you're fast, but not that fast. So we have to be really precise with this movement, and I'm not that good at this movement. And we don't want to get an encounter, because if we get an encounter, the game could crash. It's a very small chance the game could crash, and I don't want to see that. Gotta focus. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we might get it. Actually, probably not, actually. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I got stuck on a wall. So this enemy is going to do this, and then if we leave the screen, the game could crash. Pretty whack. But that's my bad for being bad at this section.
I'll be right back.
Alright, hopefully don't game crash, guys. Pray. Thankfully this is autosave anyways. Alright. Looks good. Looks good. Alright, I think we're good. We're good. We're good.
Still very smooth. Good job.
Thank God.
Live and let live.
Okay. And like I said earlier, we have Sonic Steel, so we always have first strike. We don't care
easy on you next time.
the turn order is that much.
Just gonna pop in real quick again, just to remind everyone, we are raising money for Extra Life for the Alberta Children's
I'll be right
Hospital.
back.
We have a couple of incentives that are still have yet to be met, especially for Axiom Verge, and Axiom Verge 2 for all urns, Reverse Emergent, and hard mode in all bosses. So while we run away from all of these monsters, how about you run away and go donate to our cause?
Alright, so for this fight, we're gonna actually kill this Guado at the bottom first. Extremely important. And then we're gonna use an item we got earlier, which is this light current. It's gonna give Titus, I forgot what it was, but he basically will not take as much damage from this Wendigo. So Riku died there. That's fine. We're gonna attack here. We're going to revive Riku with Kamaru. We need more targets to make sure that this this fight goes correct. 2 crits in a row. That's wild. Okay. Well, stuff is happening. Okay, we're gonna attack you again. We're gonna use a lightning marble on you. Actually, I don't think it mattered actually. Oh no, it probably did actually. Attack you. Let's see here. Yeah, I need to do one more. Okay, so Riku does not die, thank God. He's dead. We're gonna switch in Yuna. We're gonna defend here. She gets levels, which is really important, and then we just end the fight here. Perfect. So that fight was crazy, honestly. We had 2 crits. Be wild. We did have to use 2 lightning marbles though, which is a little awkward, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem. We're gonna grab this chest here. And we get a tutorial kinda where we have to escape from this bird. Gonna attack with Titus here. We're gonna get smacked. Orin's gonna come in.
Need some.
Okay, perfect. We get Lulu
Are
out.
you all
We're gonna flee here. And we're gonna sphere grid Titus really fast. Okay. Let's see. Formation will be. I mean, not formation. Equip Titus. Alright, so since we only got one set of silence grenades from whatchamacallit, oh, that's perfect actually. I'm gonna switch over to Kamari really fast. And actually I'm gonna defend first. Switch to Kamari. And we're gonna throw a silence grenade. This should give us all the speed spheres we need for the run. Perfect. So I need some more steals in the desert. So we need more throwables for the next few sections of the run. And since I just used one right now, we need 4 more technically. Which isn't that hard to do. But right now we want to get it in the next few sections. Okay, this is a funny. This is a force tutorial, but it's a preemptive. Really funny. I've never seen it before.
Live and let live.
All right. So now we need some good encounters here. This is a bad encounter. We want to see
I'll be
either
right back.
the big bird. I forgot what the name was. And we want to see dogs. We want to see the yeah, the dogs. We were talking about here. We need some throwables from them. They drop 2, and then the big bird drops 3. What's their name? I forgot. Zoo. Yo.
I won't go so easy on you next
Let's
time.
do this. The desert's a really slow section, but we need a lot of stuff here. Let you regroup your thoughts in the speedrun as well, which I like. After the craziness that happened. Okay, so we get this, which is good. Okay, so we're gonna switch to Kamari. We're gonna steal from this dog. Hopefully we get 3. We got 2, okay. And then we're gonna just immediately escape.
Live and let live.
Formation, Kamari for Riku. I could have tried stealing again, but it would have been a little risky. Ambushed, cannot steal from that. Very scary if you do.
I'll be right back. Live and
We
let
do
live.
want another. We do want another thing, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. It's not one.
Isn't there an easier way?
No complaining.
Live and let live.
No complaining, she says. Alright, this is one of the most popular sections of the speedrun incoming, guys. So this enemy here, we need to actually get this chest here, right? We're gonna switch to Orin, who we haven't seen in a while. We're gonna do his overdrive, shooting star.
Yes, this is perfect. My favorite.
Yeet. Just out of there. Perfect. Love to see it. Alright, formation. We're back to Riku for Slurp. And we're gonna try to do a skip here called Sandragora skip. We're gonna position ourselves into a really specific position here. I went way too far in, so I have to redo it. We want to make sure we position ourselves so that we can get out of this section. Get pushed by Riku into the next section. I ran too far again. Usually no problems with it, but sometimes it can be a little tricky. And there we go. We are out. She pushes it through. No encounter. And you guys are gonna hear that voice on over and over again. Hope you guys like it. Ambush. That's not good. Well,
This should be quick.
should probably kill the Guado first, but it's fine. Yeah, it's okay. So hopefully we don't. We won't die actually. We don't want Riku to. I mean Lulu to die. Lulu, no. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so there's only these next two fights. We do not want to get ambushed. We do not want to get ambushed, or we could potentially just die, and the run could just be over. So, praying. The first one, okay to get ambushed. Second one, a little scary. The third one, we basically lose. Okay, so we're gonna switch to Kamari. We're gonna abuse that we have his. I mean, we have his overdrive actually, so we're just gonna use it immediately. Usually, you would lance it the dual horn and get their move, and then do overdrive. But thankfully, we don't have to here. We just get it right now.
Over here.
Formation, Kamari for Slurp, and then we have the scariest encounter to get ambushed in right here. Please don't get ambushed. We did not get ambushed. We are good. Switch to Kamari. Abuse Lancet. We're gonna get whatever move they give us. We don't care what the move is. We just care about getting overdrive. And then we go over here to Stone Breath, and then we shoot. Alright, let me check my spheres really fast to make sure that we're good. So, 1 second. Speed, we're at 10, perfect. That's exactly enough. We're gonna go Slurp and Riku. We're gonna get 2 more chests here. Oops, forgot about that. Alright, so we're gonna get into the airship, and in this airship, it's actually confusing what you're supposed to do sometimes, because you're gonna be in this airship a lot, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this room, and then we're gonna just come back into the same room we were just in. They got you to explore the airship, but yeah, we explored it, right? Talk to brother at the front, and then we're leaving again. Now there's fiends on the board of the ship, and we just don't want to get a random encounter. That would lose us some time.
Would you like to hear a joke about Sid's airship?
Please.
Uh, Sid is so rich, I'll bet he's got many more airships.
What?
The jokes are obviously getting worse. It's definitely the Albed reference thing.
Okay, I see. Alright, so this fight's actually one of the most scary fights in the entire game. So we're gonna first haste Titus. We're gonna cheer. We're gonna look at the turn order. We're good. And then we're gonna immediately do Riku's Overdrive. We're gonna use a map and a Lux Sphere. This gives us a Miracle Drink. That makes it so we only critical hit. Now we have Titus attack. Boom, first hit. Kamari's dead. That's fine. Second hit. Cheer again. Don't want to hit the damage threshold yet. We got hit. We don't care anymore actually about getting hit. Attack. Attack. We get 1 steal off. We want to get a double here. Not the end of the world if we don't. We did. Nice. That's really good. And then attack, and he's dead. He's done. That's the steal. It's a use item. And then we're going to use a Mega Potion here. Switch formation. Kamari's out for Lulu. We're going to go into these next few fights. These fights are a little weird. We're just going to go into there. Attack this guy. Attack. Defend. Attack. There's 2 more power spheres we're getting. Alright, this fight. So we're gonna switch out Kamari. We're gonna use a. Doesn't matter what we do actually. It's not sleeping powder. It's fine. Switch in for Titus. He's going to kill. And then we'll have Riku use a silence grenade. Yes. Okay, same idea for this fight. Attack. 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 Hopefully Riku doesn't die here. Perfect. Okay, now we have enough spheres for the end of the game, so we're good for spheres for the rest of the game. Alright, this fight.
Stay right there, Seymour!
Seymour. Sleeping powder again. You're coming back in, bruh. And then boom, boom, silence grenade. And on this next fight, I have to be a little careful. Since we have no more throwables, I have to do a different variation of this fight. I have to put in Kamari. So first things first, Titus is gonna kill this guy. And then she's gonna use a bomb core on this person in the back. And then we're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna move up. And then Kamari will use a bomb core, and that's the fight. Alright, and guys, I know you guys like the puzzles in this game. I got you. We're gonna be doing this puzzle for the next 5 whole minutes. So, you know, you guys really like puzzles. Here we go.
Would you like a joke for this temple?
Please tell me as many jokes in this section as possible. I need as much
I
moral
don't.
support.
I'm trying to really ratchet out these jokes. What is Yojimbo's dog's breed?
What?
A Bahamut.
What? A Bahamut! Oh my god.
That took a
That's... Yeah, I was like, what? And then, wow. Alright, so this one... This is the one that everyone hates, this section. People who speedrun this game, still not that good at this section, because this section is really disgusting. Bum 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 bum. You're gonna hear this song a lot. I hope you guys like the song, because you're gonna have to hear it for the next 5 minutes. Or you can use the bathroom, or you can take a break. I wanna blame you guys. But you wanna know what you guys should do? Donate.
Donate. I could probably just go find a slew of just non-Final Fantasy X related Final Fantasy jokes
Please, please.
to keep you sane.
Yeah, this
Just give me
section.
1 second.
This section is where most people just like don't even think about what they're doing. Like, I don't really know what to say. It's like, for me, the movement tech is you hold the A button. That's hype, guys. Alright, big tip for this section. This is for speedrunners of this game and future speedrunners. You're gonna wait for this one to turn left, no, and then you're gonna wait for the next one, and that will put you in the correct cycle. Boom. Mystery solved. And you hold A right here. Just like that, just like butter.
What do Muggles like to use when they go shopping?
What?
Coupons.
Coupon. But there we just hold A. I'm gonna put this in this here because Titus can't hold two of them. I guess the game doesn't. I mean, they explained it like they're just like the force won't let you like hold two balls at the same time.
Here's another one. A Tonberry walks into a bar. Everyone inside dies in unfathomable agony. Which is actually more truth than just a joke. But...
That's really just like what they do. Alright. So this section, we just hold A.
This one is a Final Fantasy VII one.
Okay.
The sad thing about Final Fantasy VII is that the plot is full of more holes than Zack Fair.
Ooh, sheesh. Ouch. Bum, bum, bum. This song makes me go insane, honestly. I know some people love it, but it's just... It makes me go insane almost as much as Blitzball makes me go insane. Because the song is just... It just keeps going.
Is there any way that there could be a mod to just replace this specific song?
We should! We should be allowed to mod the game so we don't have to hear this one song in this section. We should just skip a section, actually. If anyone here or in the world can find a Blitzball skip, we will. I feel like everyone would pay you a lot of money because no one wants to play Blitzball anymore. It was fun. It was fun casually, but when you're doing a speedrun over and over again.
Oh, another Moogle one. What do Moogles like to drink in the morning?
What?
A cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee. Alright, so guys, we're gonna name... So I'm actually gonna name this this next Aeon. And I'm just gonna name them a very basic name that I just like naming this summon. We're just gonna name them Lad. That's it. Just Lad. Alright, so for this next section, we're in Viva Prefrica with Yuna. And we have the longest fear grid in the game coming up. So this next fear grid is by far the longest one. And we're gonna give Yuna some very, very questionable stats. Like, you probably have no idea. If you've never seen this speedrun before, you're gonna be like, what am I doing to poor Yuna? But you guys will see. So we're gonna use Orin's grid. We're gonna move over here. Right over here. We're gonna use a Manosphere here. Switch to Yuna. We're gonna move up twice. Use a level 4. Go over here. Power Sphere. We're gonna give her 3 strength nodes. Questionable, like I said. Teleport sphere. We're gonna teleport to Orin. Needs a magic sphere here. Move over here. Another mana. Very questionable. We're giving her a lot of strength, guys. What's the deal with that? What's up with all these strength, you know, these strength options here? Dude, gonna be a beefy girl? We're gonna smack people with Yuna's staff or what? More strength and more HP. Okay, and then we're gonna do, this is the final stretch of it. Mana. Power. Okay, and then we just gave you. So you guys are wondering probably, why did we give Yuna so much strength? What could be the reason? Well, guys, you see, summons in this game, they are based off of your. I mean, they're based off Yuna's stats, but I'm pretty sure they're also related to Titus's. I mean, the other party member's stats as well. So we gave her a lot of strength because we just want to buff up our Aeons to as much damage as possible. So you're gonna see Ixion, magic user usually. We're just doing auto attack. You can see the damage difference here. It's just like, you know, 4,057. That's a lot of damage. But we haven't even seen the star of the show yet, which is gonna be the next person you see I summon.
Yeah,
Ambush?
it's your Jimbo's dog.
Your Jimbo's dog, exactly. We're gonna ambush. It didn't matter that much. If Yuna gets hit there, we do have to heal, but we don't have to. We don't care about Ornn. Ornn is pretty much irrelevant for the rest of the run, except for one reason. Alright, hopefully we get to the end of this room. Nice. Now we get to play a Pokemon battle, so Isaru's gonna summon their Ifrit. They have different names, but I just like to call it by the summon name that they normally call it, right? Ifrit challenging us to a Pokemon battle, essentially. We gotta use our summons against their summons. So we're gonna summon the lad, Bahamut. And we saw Ixion do like 4,000 damage, right? So ideally you probably think that Bahamut's gonna do like maybe like 8,000, maybe 7,000 damage, right? Because this guy can't be that much stronger than Ixion, right? So we'll see how much damage we do to Ifrit with Bahamut here. So I'm gonna do an auto attack here, punch. So did 12,355. That's a lot of damage. Okay, that already broke the barrier of 9,999, which you can't do normally. Thankfully, Bahamut does, so we're able to just abuse that for the rest of the whole entire run. So Isar was like, okay, you know, that was not even my best Mon. I am going to summon my Veilfor. I don't know what the name is, but I'm just gonna say Veilfor. You know, we're going kind of stronger, maybe potentially. Let's see if Bahamut is able to actually take care of this in one shot as well. We'll see. Let's see how much damage Bahamut's punch will do here. $12,000, one shot again. Okay, so now Isaru's like, you know what? You're cheating, okay? You're cheating, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use Bahamut because you're cheating and it's my turn to play with Bahamut, so I'm gonna summon Bahamut. So you can't summon Bahamut. Because there can't be two Bahamuts you can use in the world. It can't be a mirror match. Luckily, we have a contingency plan, so It's pretty whack that we can't use Bahamut against Bahamut, but we're not a one trick.
I cannot.
We're gonna summon Ixion, and we're just gonna smack. And this Bahamut, by the way, only has one move. Funny enough, only has one move, which is Countdown and Mega Flare. So as long as we kill Bahamut before they use Mega Flare, this Bahamut basically has no moves. It's great. Spaffy is what it's called, actually. I just realized. But yeah, that's Pokemon battles. That's Isaru, Pokemon Trainer Isaru, getting destroyed. Trying to cheat by using my own as well. Okay, so now we're on to this section.
I have a joke for this section.
Please.
Why was Titus put in jail?
Why?
Because he was found guilty.
What? Wait, say again?
Because he was found guilty, as in like
Gil, because he's
yeah,
my god. Because he breathed underwater. Holding his breath, bro. Oh my lord. Alright guys, hardest boss fight in the game. By far. We're gonna use a Phoenix Down on this boss. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Can't die, immune to death. And then we're gonna use another Phoenix Down on the boss. Really hard boss.
I was saving this comment just for this one, as this specific boss as well, but he didn't go to the far plane. He went to New Phoenix down south.
Oh my god. Hey, perfect timing for that one. You were saving it because you knew that this was gonna happen. That was gonna happen.
I absolutely did.
All right, so we actually have a little bit of farming we have to do. So basically, Yuna is our superstar for the rest of this run. It's the lad Bahamut. Like essentially is the person that we care about the most. But we still don't have enough stats on her yet. She needs a little bit more stats. And she's busted, but she's not like OP yet. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna sphere grid with Yuna using a teleport sphere. We're going to where Titus's grid is. We're getting more suspicious stats, some more powers. We're gonna grab this defense too. Go over here. Grabbing this stuff. Speed. Power. Going over to the right. Grabbing this. Grabbing this power. Now Yuna's really strong. But like, you're probably wondering how strong she really is. So first of all, we're gonna attack these things. So we're gonna attack with Titus on this. We need to farm 2 of these robots before the next section. Nice crit, useless. She did more damage to Titus, by the way, funny enough.
Live and let live.
She's smacking. That staff is doing work. Right, we need one more enemy here, not soldiers. Okay, we got it. Nice, perfect. Yuna will smack. Alright.
Live and let live.
So earlier we were seeing Bahamut do about 12k with the smack, right? Like, it's a lot of damage, right? Nothing to scoff at. 12k is a lot of damage. This guy has 40,000 HP, 35,000 HP, a lot of HP essentially. Okay. We're gonna attack with Titus first. We're gonna get Blizzard here. Not the end of the world. We're gonna summon Bahamut. So if you guys are curious, like, you're probably thinking like maybe like I gave her some strength. She'll probably do like 15k, maybe 16k, 17k if I'm lucky. Let's see how much damage she's gonna do now. with Bahamut. 37,080. That's actually that's like 3 times more than we were attacking for before. Let's play some strength stats. So yeah, you can clearly see that giving Bahamut strength is kind of ridiculous. The numbers just kind of go burr with this character when you get it. All right, and now we're in the calm lands where we just get to chill out, relax, and escape from enemies over and over again. Gonna give Yuna some stats here really fast. Formation, Yuna's out. A lot of escaping is coming, guys. Yuna is much stronger than Titus. She will smack with her base rod that she's had the whole game. Not even a strong weapon, just a rod. This part's really calm though. It's a lot of encounters that we have to worry about. Pretty whack, but we get to just not do much. Thankfully,
I do also have. Sorry
yeah, you're fine.
to interrupt. I do have a stupid joke for at least the comms. Just for the monster that is notably usually found there. But what is Spearin's favorite cigarette brand?
Cigarette
Marlboro.
brand? Marlboro?
Very easy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I remember when I first saw Marlboro, my dad smoked Marlboro when I was a kid, so I was like, wait, is that where they got the name from? From this Final Fantasy enemy? Pretty funny. Okay, thankfully we got 2 water gems, so we don't have to steal from these flame fawns, thankfully. We just get to just relax and chill. We can just do a lot of just walking. I just know I did that.
Yeah, I think was it Marlboros were actually changed to be called like Morbles now, just I think because
They
of
did?
that association. Yeah, it's
Is that real?
like in Final Fantasy 14 they're called Morbles.
Oh yeah, they are. You're right. They gotta move away from the brand. You don't get sued. Alright, so one interesting section coming up, okay? So basically we're gonna fight an enemy and there's a chance to get a rare drop. It's a 1 in 8. And essentially a 1 in 8, but it's a 1 in 8 2 times. So our chance of getting this drop is about 23%. We want this drop pretty badly. We'll save a minute and it'll make our gridding a lot easier. But if we don't get it, it's fine. It's called a friend sphere. Okay, so I'm gonna need as many friends as possible in chat to show up and show some support, because we need the friends to show up. Also, this boss is really easy. We're gonna summon Yuna. We're gonna summon Bahamut with Yuna, and you know, the usual spec. We need friends in chat, guys. Not from this enemy. From the next fight. The next one, we need friends. Protect Bracer, nice. If we get 4 friends, though, we're in a questionable spot. That's all, I'll be honest. Because that's a really rare grid to get. And that would be pretty insane to do live, actually. I would be confused what to do. But I can probably do it still. Alright, guys. I need as many friends to believe in the energy of the friends. I haven't got a friend sphere in a really long time. Alright, first things first, in this fight, we're going to steal from you. We're gonna use water gem on you. This guy's dead, this does a lot of damage. Okay, here we go. We're gonna see the drops. Please, we want friend spheres. For the love of God, give me friend spheres. Here we go. If it's 4 return spheres, oh well. Here we go. Friends, 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 friends. The friends were not found. No. No friends in sight. Okay, it's fine. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to use this return sphere. I'm gonna go over here. Go over here. Ability sphere. We're gonna get armor break with Titus. And then Lulu. She's a really long grid. She has level 2. All the way down. Yeah, friends. Friends are hard to come by nowadays, you know? Friendless. Level 3. It's over here. My spheres, my spheres are a mess. Go over here. We're gonna do customize shimmering blade, first strike, staff, first strike. Just like that. Now we have the same thing that we've given to Titus, but we're gonna give it. We give it to Orin, and we gave it to what's it called? Actually, I gotta do something really fast. We gave it to Orin and we gave it to Nuna. So now they will always attack first. So I actually have to build Riku's overdrive on this section because she needs overdrive since I have no silence grenades. That's fine though. We can just do that. We have a lot of time.
Get him, guys!
Would you like a joke within this time?
Please.
What are Spirit's favorite music?
Is this Spira?
Like Spirits, like people of Spira, their favorite music is Braska.
Braska? Like brass?
Yeah.
Oh,
Braska or Braska.
Oh my god. Who's making these? Why are there so many? I didn't know there was that many puns in this game. We need a certain encounter. If we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. We do need Riku's overdrive though. Okay, so we haven't gotten the encounter yet. We basically want the triple robot encounter. Triple robot, please. That's not a triple robot.
What should I do?
Yeah, this is basically... Oh, there we go. We got it. So we need these two to escape right now. Riku will steal from you. And watch how fast Riku dies here. It's actually really fast. There you go. That's it. It's the fastest encounter and she gets full overdrive very quick. I do need to heal her though.
Changed in 10 years.
Alright, so this next fight is Seymour Flux, and this fight's actually really, really, really hard in my opinion. Like, if you were to fight this boss normally, it's kind of just crazy how difficult this boss is in my opinion. Thankfully, we're not going to fight this boss normally. We have the lad on our side. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna switch out Riku for Yuna. Alright, Yuna will immediately go into the fight, and she will smack with her staff. Yuna, have fun with this. Boom. I'm gonna haste Yuna. We're gonna switch out for Riku. Overdrive, Grenade, and HP Sphere. Boom. And then summon Bahamut, and we're gonna smack him. So, we're using the smack here. Bahamut will die unless you get a crit, but that's okay. I got a crit. There's no way. That's an 8% chance of happening. That is one of the rarest things to get in this game. I can't believe that just happened.
Very
Wow.
good job.
Wow. This run's crazy. Oh, man. So the fight was supposed to be a lot longer. Bahamut was supposed to die and stuff. We were supposed to cry inside. But the lad said no. We're just gonna crit and just get the fight over with. My lord. Insane. This one's actually been really, really, really good so far, I'll be honest. And that's basically what... The only thing that kind of went wrong was dying in Thunder Plains, but like, that's just kind of what happens in Thunder Plains. But man, yeah, this one's been pretty smooth so far. Now we have Gagazet Cave. This section actually has a lot of encounters, like a lot.
Do you need a joke for this cave?
I do need to choke for this cave.
Okay. Why did Waka cross the road?
Why?
Because the teachings told him so.
I mean, honestly, that's more just fact.
It's true.
So yeah, we don't really care about any of these encounters anymore. Basically, for the rest of the game, we're kind of just be smooth sailing to the end. We do have one more cloister, which is the worst one. It's not even cloister. It's just trash. It's Tetris, guys. I don't know if you guys like Tetris. I like the game normally, but Tetris here, you. Alright, this part I call it Mario Party because it's like a mini game. You gotta get the ball through this hole and hit this like floating glowing orb. So I have a visual cue for this. I kind of think I threw it too early. Never mind, didn't matter. I had a visual cue, but I said screw the visual cue, and I just threw when I felt like it, and it worked. It can cause a lot of trouble though. People have had problems with that fight. Song is really calming. It's a really nice track. Oh my god. More fish. Get these fish out of here. We don't want to see them.
I remember playing this game, and every time there was those like really nice cutscenes, I would just save before them so that I could just rewatch the scene.
Oh
after.
yeah. That's hype though. Wish there was like a theater in this game, but I guess they didn't have it back then, right? I think something that blew my mind for this game is one disc. And like
Yeah, comparatively to all the other ones.
yeah, it's crazy. Like a lot of PS2 games are like multiple discs, and it's like this game fitting all on one disc is kind of wild to me. There's so much stuff in this game. So many cutscenes and everything. Even like full motion videos and stuff. This game really was ahead of its time though, honestly. More Yetis. Yes.
Almost there.
Yep. Did I break to Grav? I did. I'm just kidding, no, I didn't actually. But Grav almost annihilated the speedrun. Thankfully, we brought it back and we won Blitzball, which is the scariest part of the speedrun. You know the vibes. And then we died Thunder Plains as a consolation prize at the end of the room. This is the hardest puzzle in the game. Pick which hole. Fun fact, the hole color is their sphere grid color. That's how you were supposed to figure it out.
Actually, didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, right? What? Alright. This game decided to give me a lot of encounters here, which is bad, but for us at a run, it's fine. Alright, so we're almost out of this cave, this death trap. I love a lot of footsteps here. It's really funny. Alright, so that's our last encounter, hopefully. So what we're gonna do now is we gotta move earlier. We got armor break. That's very important. So we're gonna get Yuna in. So first things first, we're gonna defend with Yuna. Special armor break with Titus. This will reduce the armor of this boss, making him take more damage. Summon. And we're gonna smack. And watch the damage. Let's see how much damage this does now. 53,000. The Vel Temple is horrible. Alright. Inducer, useless item. Formation, Yuna out for Orn. The lads return. This section, we're about to hear one of the best songs in the game. After this really quiet run. Listen to his footsteps.
It wasn't Final Fantasy X also like the first one with voice acting as well?
Yes, it was. Crazy. Alright, we're back to the beginning of the game, guys. Right here. And now we have to hear the best song in the game. One of the best songs in the game. Alright, so we're gonna grab this chest here. This is for just marathon safety, essentially. Basically, we have a 3% chance of missing the next boss, and I don't really want to chance that. The Flying Mike Wazowski. That's what I call that enemy.
I thought I was the only one that thought that.
So what?
I thought that was the only. I was the only one that would think that.
No, I just started calling him Mike Wazowski. When I started the speed, I was like, that looks like Mike to me. I feel like such a natural reaction after seeing what Mike Wazowski looks like, you know. Alright, so we need Riku's Overdrive again, guys. So I'm sorry for all the Riku fans. We're gonna have to see her get abused again.
It's okay, she's just going to New Phoenix down south.
Phoenix down south. Not the far plane. Alright, let's see. No, we don't want this enemy. We want this enemy called Defender Z. I call him Defender Z. Because saying Z instead of Z is funnier. Here you go. There he is.
Are you saying it's because this robot is Canadian?
Yeah. Alright, there's Defender Z. Bye, Riku. It's just so fast. He's out. Alright, so this section actually is one of the sections I still use notes for. So the Tetris section of this game is really whack. So I kind of need to like use my notes so I don't mess up. I just don't want to mess up on this section. There's almost a reason not to do it. So we're gonna have this as well. Very important to grab that. Friend sphere, we need it for later. Alright, sphere good time. We're gonna use a friend sphere. We're gonna go all the way down to where Lulu's at. Using 2 power spheres here. Moving over here. Now we're gonna use a luck sphere here. Fortune sphere here. Not power, speed sphere.
Would you like another joke for
Sure.
doing the sphere?
No, that's fine. I got it. What's the joke?
Oh, what does Lulu like to do after dinner?
What?
She likes to take a walk around.
Take a walk around. My lord. Okay. Formation, you know you're in for Orn, I guess. Okay, now we have Tetris. This section is really whack. Let me find my notes for this section as well. Boom. Okay. So, yeah, this part's really, 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 really long. Like 5 minutes of just doing this. So, you know, keep the jokes coming. Keep the donations coming.
Yeah, we've got donations still, and donation incentives for Axiom Verge, 2. Please donate, donate, donate.
Grab this orb here. They were not cooking. They were burning something in the kitchen with this puzzle. Let me just slow down the pacing of the game with this. You know, that's how it is. Okay. More of looking at a map and picking where to go. Puzzles, guys. Almost done.
I think the boss for this one is actually also one of the ones I disliked
Oh,
the
this
most.
boss is so hard. Unalesca or the one before Unalesca?
One before.
Spectral Keeper.
Yeah.
It's an interesting fight. You gotta move around and stuff, but yeah, it's pretty weird. More moving. We're moving.
Okay, I guess I found another slew of few. What is the difference between a scholar and a red mage? One is well read, and the other is well read.
Oh my god. Well read. Well read. Alright, last section. We can finally go back to the run. Alright. We're done. Now we gotta wait for the music notes. Alright, so this is a really, really, really difficult fight, guys. So we're gonna summon Bahamut and we're gonna attack 2 times. I know it's hard to comprehend, but yeah, it's the fight. Maybe a crit. Maybe a dodge. No, lad. Nice dodge. The dodge doesn't matter, by the way. The lad will always live.
Easy.
Yep. Now we have a really hard boss fight if normally in the casual playthrough, which is Unaleska, but we have the lad on our side. Lightning Seal useless now. Triggered, you know. Gonna give her a little bit of speed. You know, she needs it. And this. And this. And we're done. And that's it. And we're gonna heal. I know this fight. So the last fight was we summoned Bahamut and attacked 2 times. So but this fight, she has 3 phases. So we're gonna summon Bahamut and attack her 3 times. I know a big difference, but like yeah, we're just doing a little bit of variance here.
I honestly should have kept my opening joke for this boss.
What was the opening joke again?
The opening joke was, what is Spira's most famous soft drink? It is Unifresca.
Oh yeah, Unifresca, yeah.
Yeah, playing this one
Yeah.
normally was definitely a nightmare. Especially when you saw that pop out of the ground, you're just like, oh,
You're just like, there's more?
no thanks. Yeah, it's like, why?
Like the first time you fight this fight, you have no idea how many phases there are, but like it just keeps going. You're like, okay, phase 2 we're done here, right? No. This keeps going. Alright, well, we're out of there. We're almost done with the game. We only have a few more sections left. Very, very, very close to the finish line. A few more fights, a little bit more movement. That should be it. Alright, well, we have to move through the ship. You guys are gonna see this exact run so many times. Yeah, there's a command. I don't know if anyone has the copy pasta, but there's a copy pasta for that fight that we always post before that fight. It's now is the time to choose. I don't remember what it was, but something like that. Yeah, and then he's like, live and something, fight your sorrow or some shit. I don't remember. Here we go. I was in the wrong place. I don't want to go Besaid Island. We want to go to High Bridge, guys, not Besaid Island. There we go. Alright, so we have to talk to Bahamut.
I must thank.
So,
So. What?
Save that. And then
The final show.
we're gonna talk to Sid to go to Sin. That's a tongue twister right there. And then now we're gonna go to the top of the ship and fight Sin. Okay, and then this one, since the Sin wings are too far away, we have to do something different, guys. We have to summon Bahamut, but we can't attack, but we have to use Impulse, which we haven't seen yet. But it's does the same damage as auto attacks. It's just like a long range move, and it hits everything.
Is Impulse also affected by Strength?
What's up?
Is Impulse also affected by Strength?
Yes.
Like just...
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna keep throwing these impulses out. If we get a crit with impulse, it would help out a lot because we don't have to watch this animation. This animation is really, really long. Oh no. Oh, there we go. That's what happens. It's a lot of damage though. Anyways. Alright,
He used up that crit so he could live.
Yep. Alright, so for this one, we actually are not gonna... We want to impulse, but we want to make sure we don't hit the thing in the front, which is Sinspawn Janae. That's what it's called, Sinspawn Janae. We want to hit the core. If we kill Janae, they have like the longest death animation of all time. It's really annoying. There we go. Okay. So I know you guys really like the trip up to the top of the ship, so we're gonna do it again. Alright, so we're gonna go up to the top of the ship and we're gonna talk to Yuna. And then I want you guys to guess what we're doing after. That's right, we're gonna go back on the same exact trip we went on last time. To the top of the ship. Alright, now we're gonna fight Sin. Kinda. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna impulse because we're too far away to do anything. Hopefully we get a good damage roll. We want above 70k, that's our prime damage number we want.
I think I literally
Okay,
just noticed that Sin had a city on top of it.
Had a what?
A city.
Oh yeah. Just like right there. Just chilling. And then smack. It's Sin City. Oh no, we under damaged by like 1,000. That's pretty funny. It's Las Vegas. Alright, so now we have the last walk before we get into Sin. Formation, Yuna's out. Alright, this walk can be a little tricky to see, but we're basically on, like, we can kind of see, like, a path, but not really.
I'll be right back. I won't go so easy on you next time.
Now we get to hear more of this. I wanted to go so easy on you next time. Live and let live. And I'll be right back, even though he's lying when he says that.
I won't go so easy on you next time. I'll be right back.
See, he's lying when he says that. You know he's not coming back.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I only have 2 jokes left.
Alright, go.
So. Oh, no, I'm saving them. Please.
Okay, okay.
Live and let live.
Do you actually have a favorite area of like Final Fantasy X or just of the run in general?
won't go
For
so
me, it's
easy on you
definitely
next
the
time.
calm rounds, but it's just like, you know, that's where like the biggest section of the game is. Like, especially when you're playing the game casually. I like Omega Ruins too, but it's stressful.
Yeah, but for very good reason.
Yeah, those enemies are
Live and let
terrifying down there. Alright, we're almost about to fight Seymour Ominous. And then, guys, I'm so sorry, but we're not going to hear the song. We're not going to hear Seymour. Boss fight theme. Battle with Seymour. We can get your capital D colons in chat and everything, but we will not hear it. I'm sorry.
I'll be right back.
It's just will not play because the music is still messed up in this speedrun. All right, formation. We're gonna play it safe. We're gonna have Orin, Yuna, and Titus. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna defend with Yuna. We're gonna armor break with Titus, and if he misses, we have a backup, but we don't want him to miss. So we're gonna defend here. Hopefully we don't get an armor break miss.
Would you like a joke for this?
Yes, please.
Why did Maesters start wearing glasses?
Why?
So they could see more.
Oh my god. Alright, so guys, we armor broke Seymour. Watch the damage here. Casual 99,393. You know, it's a lot of damage. Alright, and then we are almost finished. We only have a few more sections left to run. Unit for this one who.
I won't go so
This is
easy
the
on you next
last
time.
part with random encounters, technically, for the game.
Live and let live.
Oh my god. I'm
You can do it. Final stretch.
We're almost done. We're almost done.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
He has said that at least 100 times in speedrun, guys. I don't know if he has noticed.
Do we get to hear the next boss fight music?
Let live.
I'll make that. I'll let that to be a surprise.
Oh. Oh no.
I'll be right
The next
back.
section, though, is actually a skill section. We actually have to collect 10 of these eggs, and they spawn randomly. And we really don't want to get hit by an icicle, or else we will take a random encounter. So I gotta focus up. Can I get some spawns, please? Thank you. Okay, that was pretty slow, but we can get an encounter. That's good. Alright, one more menu left. One more menu left. There's a few checkboxes we gotta do, so like a checklist. We gotta make sure that Titus gets zombie attack. We need Union to get spare change and our nodes, and that's it. We're done after that. Alright, the final stretch, y'all. We're almost there. Alright, so Slurp is moving all the way up, back over here. You are doing this, you are doing this, and you are doing this. Yuna, last thing, you are moving over here, getting this last speed. One more over here. Gonna get this speed. And then she's gonna move up over here. She's gonna use a attribute sphere for this speed right here, and then she's gonna get an ability sphere. And then that should be enough. We are done. Nothing else left. Let's go fight the final boss. And guys, can I get jams in chat, please, for this final boss song? So mix. Alright, now we're gonna talk to Dad. Gonna summon Bahamut, and that's the fight. Each attack.
Would you like a joke? My last joke for this run and for this
Please.
fight.
Please do it.
What is Jack's favorite season?
What?
It is Summoner.
Summoner. Wow. That one's crazy. But yeah, basically we had an armor break with Riku. We used our overdrive, it's faster. And then we had to talk to Jack to make him weaker, and then we summoned Bahamut. That's the reason why we have First Strike on Auron, is because Auron is it's a preset lineup, right? So we need first strike on Yuna, Orin, and Titus, so that they can all have the first turn before Jekt, BFA, Braska's final Aeon to get a turn. Jekt Beam, that's a 20% chance to happen. I mean, a 33% chance to happen, and it saves us like 30 seconds. So we just saved a lot of time there. Let's go. Solid run. We only have a few things left. We just gotta do the final section. Yuna nods head.
Yuna!
You can, yeah, you can do that. Alright, so, you know, guys, I think the MVPs of this run were the Aeons, because we abused the hell out of them. So, I think the most appropriate action we can really give to them is, giving them their money, you know, like, we're sending them off the severance, basically. So, special spirit change, throwing 20,000 gil right at Valfor, there you go. And if you guys are curious why we're throwing money instead of smacking them with Yuna or Titus, it's because their evasion is really high, so hitting these Aeons is really difficult, actually. So we have to throw Spirit Change so that it's a guaranteed hit and kill them. And we happen to just have enough money to actually do that.
So you're essentially just throwing money at the problem to make it go away.
Yeah, we're just, you know, we're giving them what they deserve, you know. After all the stuff we took them through, you know, they deserve it. I mean, if it did nothing, but you know, he's still part of the project. All right, so the funny thing is, you guys have to see how Ifrit falls over here. It's really funny. It's like a comical watching it. Watch this. I love that. Alright, a few more Aeons left. We have Ixion, who we were using a lot in the speedrun. Alright, so Ixion. This is the Basil Trap. We have a lot of money. Let's just get rid of it. It's faster, right? I mean, let's just use all the money we accumulated this whole entire speedrun. Alright, Ixion, you did some stuff, you know. You weren't completely worthless. Alright. 2 more Aeons left.
I hope at least you can pay Bahamut the most.
What's that?
I hope you can at least pay Bahamut the most. He did the most.
Oh, we're gonna give Bahamut the most for sure after doing the whole entire speedrun for us. It's the Bahamut show, you know? It's the Titus show for a bit, and then we're all in on Bahamut. Alright. Shiva did nothing. But she looks cool. Alright, so guys, I think Bahamut deserves the most money. I don't know about you guys.
Bankruptcy for Bahamut.
Bahamut deserves it all, guys. Alright, So, if you guys are curious how we kill the final boss, it's pretty simple actually. So we're gonna give Muhammad all this money first. Alright, we're getting pretty close. Alright, so I'm gonna defend with Yuna. And I'm gonna use a move Untitled called Zombie Attack. I'm gonna turn you Yevon into a zombie. It worked. It's a 1% chance to fail. And I'm gonna throw this Phoenix down at you Yevon, and it will kill because you Yevon is a zombie, and it will revive them. And I killed them. And that's time, guys. I turned off the timer, but it was like a 3:13.
Ah, very good. Very nice.
Yep,
GG's.
There we go.
Back to New Phoenix down south.
Exactly. So a few things before I get off here. I really thank you guys for watching. It was a great speed run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a really good cool speed run I learned like last year. I love it a lot. If you guys are interested, check out the Final Fantasy X speedrun community. They're sick. Really easy, simple speed run to learn. Really good resources. And yeah, it was really fun. Big shout outs to the host for with the puns and stuff and everything. It was fun.
Thank you for the run. I was very excited. I had demanded to host this one, so
That's hype,
I'm
that's
excited
hype.
I was able to host. And we do have 2 other runs coming up. So we've got Linkameister running Gods, and we have Desolation for Cuphead. So please stay tuned. Please donate. We like money. We need money for charity. And we'll be taking a quick break to set up for the next run. So we shall see you guys around. Bye bye.
Is there reality somewhere? My people, I won't give up on you. Come with me. Be free.